Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the CWE. With your hosts, as always, the Chaos Brothers. I am one half of them, B Money, the insect of insanity and strength. And with me, as always, is the other half of the Chaos Brothers. And my, I guess you can say, less evil half of the coin in our situation. My brother, orchestral goalie. Bro, say hello to everyone.
Thank you for wrestling. I'll give you that for wrestling, maybe. However, there are plenty of times where I shall outdo you in the insanity.
That's just in life. That's just in life, motherfucker. I'm not specifically talking about a sport. In life, you are less evil than me.
Fair. I also, let's not forget, recently completely, in a way, bruised and fucked up my hand because of sports.
Well, that was because of football, not hockey. Let's be clear on that.
And hockey, I'm even more insane for.
Exactly. But I said introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, hello, everybody. I am orchestral goalie, or in other places that you might end up finding me. Second YouTube account and Twitch. I also go under the name of Rei Koneshiro. But we are here to
just let you all know, I will more than likely start addressing him as that name just in the future, so you all know.
Either way is fine, but we are actually here to not talk about any personal projects that we are doing or going to be doing. We are here to...
I didn't bring any of that up.
I know.
Stop breaking the fourth wall, damn it!
We are here to predict the upcoming pay-per-view for the WWE. From what I remember, is actually an old pay-per-view that they decided to bring back in Bad Blood.
That is indeed correct. And the last Bad Blood pay-per-view that WWE had was in June 13th, 2004. 20 years later. Holy shit.
There is only one question that I have at that point. Where was it?
That is a...
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, you just solved your own mystery there, bro.
Yes, I did. And apparently it was a Raw branded event at the time.
Yeah, back in those days, they had exclusive pay-per-views. Raw had a few, SmackDown had a few, and then they had a shared one, which would obviously be the Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and WrestleMania.
The big ones. I just thought it would be really cool if it left 20 years ago off in Atlanta, Georgia, and now it's making its big triumphant return in Atlanta, Georgia once again. That is not the case, but I thought it would be really cool if it happened. And yes, it's in Atlanta, Georgia this year.
Okay. And yeah, Bad Blood, which is one of the pay-per-views I've actually personally wanted WWE to bring back in general. Because I just love the idea of a pay-per-view being like, okay, you two got bad blood with each other, fight it out to, well, not to the death, but beat the hell out of each other.
Why not?
And we got a few of those actually in this pay-per-view. Starting with two former friends and team members, former tag team champions actually, in Damian Priest, the former World Heavyweight Champion, facing off against his former ally, Finn Balor, the one who screwed him out of the World Heavyweight Championship. Where he got defeated by Gunther. Fucking bastard. For me personally, I feel like Balor's gonna take. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say Balor wins this match because I feel something fucking is gonna go awry in one of the two matches, bro. I just have a gut feeling in my nutsack. What about you?
A gut feeling in your... Okay.
Look, I say weird fucking shit. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna say, have they not descended yet?
No, they've descended, but we're not talking about my nuts here. We're talking about bad blood.
Well, if they don't... I'm just... Okay.
Stop thinking about my nuts and shoes. Balor or Priest, damn it.
Actually, I was gonna choose Priest for this match. Yeah. I don't know why, I just feel like no matter what gets thrown, Damien's gonna have too much anger and whatnot, and because of everything that happened, getting screwed out of his championship. So I get the feeling that it's gonna be Damien that wins this. Who knows, maybe they set up another match later on. But I think Damien comes out on top in this match.
I personally said Finn Balor because I have a feeling that either it's this match or another match later on that something fucked up is going to happen. Well, not fucked up, but the Judgment Day is going to get involved. I decided, okay, have it be this one, and later they don't get involved. But the next match is, in my personal opinion, I wish it wasn't just a Hell in a Cell match, but it is. We have Punk McIntyre 3. Who are you putting your chips on to declare the winner out of this third match between these two gladiators, I guess you could say?
Well, I don't necessarily think this is going to be the end of it. Yeah, it's in Hell in a Cell.
I guess, it's definitely not going to be the end of the rivalry, but I feel like it's going to end, at least, for now.
I just feel like they're gonna... I feel like they're gonna end up doing what they're doing currently with Andrade and Carmelo, where that's kind of just continuing in perpetuity right now.
It's a possibility, in all honesty.
With that being said, this is kind of a coin flip match, in my opinion. But I think I'm gonna go with CM Punk to come out on top. I also think that we're gonna get some pretty... Like, if you want to bring back some of the old-timey stuff, which it kind of feels like we're doing, why not bring back some of those crazy spots, too? Like, let's say... going to the top of Hell in a Cell?
Oh.
And somebody getting thrown off?
I mean, bro, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of a staple in Hell in a Cell matches. Fucking, I can't remember the exact year, but it was, I believe Armageddon, Undertaker versus Mankind. Mankind got thrown off the fucking cage, not once, but twice. One through the cage and one off the cage. And that's
the
actually
1998 King of the Ring?
that might be it. I swear to God, I thought it was Armageddon, but it very well could have been the King of the Ring. But yeah, that's kind of a staple here. For me
but it
personally,
hasn't happened. But it hasn't happened with the new, or I guess it's good. You could say newer ratings and whatnot. They didn't do those kinds of spots. So, at least not that
I was gonna say we haven't seen it in the rebirth era or the Renaissance, as Cody Rhodes liked to call it.
So, I think with these two guys, with everything kind of turning time back a little bit with that, I think now would be the perfect time to pull off one of those stunts. And I think we're gonna get it.
That is true. So I'm also gonna go with CM Punk. However, you said bringing old times back. He's not gonna be, leaving Bad Blood alone. He's gonna be leaving with his wife. I'm predicting that his wife, AJ Lee, returns to help him out. Because it is, I don't know if it's rumored or if it actually is in the plans, but I believe Punk did say, she is gonna be coming back. I'm predicting it's gonna be tonight. Okay. Next match we have for the Women's World Championship with a stipulation. Dirty Dominic Mysterio is gonna be behind bars, hanging above the ring in a shark cage, as Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley battle it out. Now, this is why I decided to say the Judgment Day is going to help Balor win, because I want to see Rhea pick up the win with a possible return from Becky Lynch. I say possible because Liv did decide, her last match with Liv was on Raw like almost 2 months ago. So I'm thinking, and with Seth Rollins, they could do a feud between Priest, Rhea, Lynch, and Rollins. With, I guess, like, Liv on the side or whatever. But that's my prediction for the Women's World Championship. What about you, bro?
I feel like you need to build some way for... One, you need Seth to return.
He did, last Monday.
That's right, I did see that clip. And you needed him to return, which you have. But then you'd also need to have him actually, in a way, get into a feud with Damian. I think you can, but you need to build that, and it kind of feels like he's going to be sticking with messing with Bronson Reed right now.
There is a way that you can actually get him to feud with Priest. Remember, Priest did promise him a World Heavyweight Championship match down the line between the two. Rollins doesn't get it, he goes after Priest.
Yeah, you definitely can use that angle. I don't know if they do, and personally, I don't really think they should. I mean, Rollins is a veteran at this point.
A line that you can,
they can use that. But they can't use that one. I think Rollins is basically too much of a veteran at this point It's like, okay, that's unfortunate. Shit's gonna happen. He lost it. I just refocus and I go after Gunther now for the title. With that being said, I do think Liv picks up the win here.
Okay.
And I don't think the other members of Judgment Day get involved here. I do think they try to get involved in the Damian match. No, what I think happens here is that it's actually Dominic that gets involved in this match to cost Rhea again. I am very much aware of what I just said.
Okay, so somehow he's gonna get out of the shark cage.
Exactly. He's gonna get out of the shark cage, hop down into the ring or beside the ring or whatever, depending on where they have him hanging. Because, you know, they say above the ring when it's actually, like, above in the crowd. But I think he gets out and he then goes and messes with Rhea, and that's how Liv picks up the victory. And then you can have whoever the heel commentator is, whether that's Wade Barrett or Corey Graves, whoever it wants to be, decides to be, can then go start praising Dominic's resourcefulness and, oh, he learned that in the prison. Like, kind of keep up with that whole thing. So, like, that's where I think it's going to go. Liv's going to win the match thanks to Dominic getting out of the cage, and then whoever can glaze Dominic for, quote-unquote, being in prison.
Okay. Next match, we have a tag team match. Two former rivals, now allies, against a common enemy. We have Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, and as the crowd is now chanting, the OTC, Original Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, facing off against the wannabe Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa and his enforcer Jacob Fatu. Who are you siding with here, bro?
I personally can't go against the Cody Roman team. I just can't do it. I don't really see a way that, or I don't see a believable way that you make both of those guys lose. Because you need to have Cody lose. He's going to be hard to sell that on because he's the World Heavyweight Champion. Are you going to have Roman lose, who just came back, and he's Roman Reigns? That's going to be a hard sell as well, in my opinion. Could they do it? I'm sure they could find some way. Have the Tongas come in and interfere. Have some stupid bullshit happen where they lose. But, like, at least for me, that would feel contrived, and I wouldn't really like it so much. I like to see them win here.
Yeah.
Cody and Roman win here. Then Roman can set up essentially like what he and Jay did. Do tribal combats for the Ula
Yeah.
And then maybe there you can have Solo beat Roman, because then Roman will be back for a little while. Theoretically, he should have had a few matches under his belt after coming back and not disappear again. Please don't become Brock Lesnar 2.0. But like, then you can set that up, and then you can have Cody kind of go and start setting up for the next world title match. I think things just work better if Cody and Roman win this match. It sets up a more believable and, in my opinion, better told story that way.
does make sense. Okay, so I do agree with you 100% that Cody and Roman are gonna win. However, after last Friday, I feel like it's either gonna be Kevin Owens or Randy Orton who's gonna turn on Cody. Because
it would be KO.
Yeah, because he was, screaming at, Cody, like, why the fuck did you get involved, whatever.
And Randy was the one playing Peacemaker. How many times did you expect that in his career?
But let's not forget, he's been eyeing the WWE Championship for a while now. Anytime he's, with Cody, he's always glancing at it. There will be a Randy versus Cody match for that title eventually. I don't know when, but it's not tonight or Saturday. Okay, and the final match, which I'm going to assume is going to be the main event for the evening, we have Nia Jax defending her WWE Women's Championship against Bayley. Okay, so there's a few roads this match could take. 1, Bayley beats Nia, clean and sweep. Tiffany Stratton comes out, cashes in, becomes the women's champion. Option 2, Nia beats Bayley to all hell. Tiffany tries to cash in, but fails. Nia still wins. I'm personally thinking that Nia keeps it and Tiffany keeps the briefcase. However, I do believe that Tiffany will actually cash in on Nia, but Nia's gotta have to be extremely beaten down in order for her to actually successfully cash it in. Because, let's not lie, Nia's a big girl.
Yeah.
And Tiffany is
a Barbie
scrawny
doll.
As shit. Nia's Barbie doll, as she likes to put it.
A Barbie doll.
What about you, bro? Who are you choosing?
Yeah, no, I think it's Nia. I think Nia's gonna win this. I do think Tiffany comes out during the match. And one thing I will say, I don't think this is the main event. I think that's gonna be Cody and Roman. I think that's gonna be the tag team match. I just feel like that's gonna be the main event for the pay-per-view.
Personally speaking, for me, it would make the most sense to have it be one of the world titles. And considering how Rhea and Liv have a stipulation and Nia and Bayley on there, those are the only 2 titles being defended. That's why I'm thinking one of those 2 matches is going to be the main event.
I agree that shit, but it's also the name, power, and the story. The biggest story in WWE right now is Cody, Roman, and the Bloodline.
That's true.
So I think that plays a pretty big factor in what gets put as the main event. So that's why I think that. But I do think Nia wins this. I do think Tiffany comes out during the match. Like, no one truly knows because she just stands on the outside yelling in and whatnot.
Like a cheerleader.
In a way. But Nia thinks that she might be coming out to cash in. So she starts to take her eye off of Bayley. Bayley starts to fight back. In the end, Nia does get the, Annihilator. But as she gets the 3 counts, she's just staring a hole right through Tiffany's head.
Tiffany.
So, and in a way, kind of starts to set up that kind of falling apart or crumbling with things.
Actually,
more than what it kind of already is.
I was gonna say, because I think last Friday, Nia grabbed Tiffany by the jaw and was basically like, "You're going to get this shit done, or I'm going to basically beat the holy hell out of you." But yeah, I personally, for me personally, I think Punk versus Drew is gonna be like the match of the night.
It's either that or it's the tag team match.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not supposed to be like a disparagement from the other two, but like,
no, it's just what we would think is the match of the night. That's it.
Just the way things are built and whatnot. Like, that's gotta be it.
Yeah. Okay. That was the prediction for Bad Blood 2024. Like I said, we're doing this Wednesday, the week before Bad Blood, which is the Saturday. So, Friday comes around, there might be some changes or whatever. We can't really do anything about it. The next pay-per-view, however, will be... I do love War Games, don't get me wrong, but I want Survivor Series to go back to the traditional 5-on-5 elimination, please.
I feel like outside of the Hell in a Cell match, like a War Games match would work well with a pay-per-view named Bad Blood, or it could also be with like the Elimination Chamber, like something like that. I think it would work well. Like, it works well with Survivor Series as well, thinking about it, but I don't want it to be like, okay, so what's gonna be the War Games? Like, I don't want it to become expected and okay, so this is what it's gonna be kind of feeling.
Yeah. Hey, don't get me wrong, Survivor Series War Games was great when it first came out. I just personally miss the traditional Survivor Series match, because it's always been about like brand supremacy or some beef. One of the best ones, in my personal opinion, a lot will disagree, but 2001, it wasn't actually, it was Survivor Series, the Alliance versus Team WWF. If the Alliance won, WWF was no more. But if WWF won, the Alliance was no more. And then they got SmackDown versus Raw, which was great, brand supremacy. But now it's just... Again, I don't mind the War Games match, but I do miss the old school. And that will be on November 30th in Vancouver, British Columbia. Ya hoser.
I just think of the Canucks anytime anyone mentions Vancouver.
Fuck the Canucks, they suck. They're dumb Canadians. We both know that, bro.
I'm going to save my hockey rant.
I was gonna say, because this is the closing section of the predictions, bro.
Also not a hockey
That was the Bad Blood predictions for the CWE. As always, I'm P Money.
And I am Orchestral Goalie. or rate
And
down the
as we
shield,
always
whatever
say,
you want.
And as we always say here at the CWE, bro, in 3, 2, 1, fuck PG. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in November.